What's up YouTube? Welcome to yet another trip to the thrift. I'm not quite sure if this shot is overexposed or underexposed, but I can't really see because the sun is beaming down on my face. As you guys can see, I got the shoulder strap going across, looking fresh as fuck. Actually, I'm looking more like a geometric shape, and you already know what it is, a square. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to eating my delicious sucker, and I will keep you guys tuned if I find any heat at this Goodwill. So I have reached my destination, and hopefully I find some heat. Look at Gab getting all high fashion on us. No ribbing on the bottom. You got the overlapping on the hood right here, so that way you can hide your neck and look all high fashion and mystic as fuck. Separate sewn in piece around the hood, but super faded, and this color is disgusting. It looks like mustard, and I don't like mustard at all. Basic Speckle Vans zip up hoodie. This zip up Nike fleece right here is in pristine condition. It's actually in perfect condition. I do not see a mark on it. It's marked at $6.99, but I don't really need this, so I'm gonna pass. For you watching at home, you guys will just see a basic red Champion hoodie. However, I cannot stress to you guys enough how soft this hoodie is. This is softer than any Champion apparel item I've ever felt in my entire life. This thing is absolutely amazing. I've always wanted to fly on one of these things, and someday I've always wanted to get a private jet. However, I don't want like a weak ass private jet like Big Sean's private jet. I always wanted to stunt so hard, because that bitch is tiny as fuck. However, if I can never get to that status and afford one, I'll just get myself my own private hot air balloon, and I'll still be boss as fuck. Here's a plain Tommy Hilfiger shirt in canary yellow. Normally I would definitely cop this, however I do have enough basic tees as is. Nothing better on a hot summer day than a Slurpee. What's crazy is I literally just tweeted about this. I'm at 2%, but if this will show, let me just prop this up right here. See that? I love a good Slurpee on a hot summer day. Ouch, brain freeze. That is crazy. And as you can see, that was like an hour ago. So that is really, really weird that I ran into the Slurpee tee. Normally I would say that it was Destiny. However, I don't feel like buying it, and the condition is not that great, so I'm gonna pass anyways. Oh my god, this baseball tee for football is so flame. As you can see, it's a 3/4 sleeve baseball tee for the San Francisco 49ers, which is why it's a football tee. Anyways, this thing is absolutely flame. As you can see, it's vintage as fuck. And then if you look on the sleeves, you got this really dope like sleeve print on both sleeves, as you can see. And then you turn around to the back, you got more printing. This thing is just printed everywhere. And you know it's super vintage because if you look at the team, there's not a single black person on the entire team except for this guy right here, which they literally just made him black and white. They didn't even bother like trying to do like a brown or anything. They just made him black and white. And then maybe this guy right here, but I don't know, he actually looks kind of white. He just looks grayed out, so I don't know. But anyways, as you can see, it's a predominantly white team, and this is super vintage, super old, and super dope. Before Y3, there was X2. Fresh Adidas on deck. Look at these bloody crocodile shoes. Should I cop?
Sneakerheads will be like, ah, he got the Velcro.
So that is actually one of the only Goodwills that I actually enjoy going to, because a lot of the Goodwills in this area do not sort their men's outerwear, which is so annoying, having to dig through like a whole rack of outerwear just to find like one or two men's things. And that's actually where I copped the ice cream shirt last time, and I just got that dope little San Francisco 49ers shirt this time. Alright guys, on to the next thrift store. We are at the thrift store across the street from Maida Honda. The name is actually the thrift store, by the way guys. I never tell you guys the name because I don't want anyone to come here, but it's actually the thrift store. Let me focus this camera for y'all. Anyways, as you can see right there, it's the actual name, so it's kind of hard to just say like, oh, I'm at the thrift store, since it doesn't really tell you where I'm at, but it's across the street from there. So if you guys are ever in Citrus Heights, definitely come visit. Look at these shorts, straight from the devil's ass. Literally, you have flames coming up from the legs. Then you have this really sweet tribal design around the kneecap region, and it even has red stitching to really show that these are the devil's shorts. This is what the devil wears when he goes swimming, so that way he can turn any lake into the lake of fire. It's starting to look like Lucifer himself actually dropped off his entire wardrobe here at this thrift store, because as you can see, we have more board shorts with this pure fire just going up the top. We got this guy in the background just straight giggling. But yeah, anyways, this thing is just pure fire. Absolute fuego. Ooh, the Transformer board shorts though. This jacket's super lame, but I just really like the name. Shout out to Remy Boys.
Remy Boys!
Look at these weak ass golfers on the breast embroidery. I don't see no Tiger Woods though.
With ratchet hoes, get back to those, cause I'm feeling like Tiger Woods.
They still have this Pat Rick James.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Ooh, look at the inside of this jacket. Definitely lined with some authentic bear pubes. This thing is absolutely softer than your mama's vagina. This is absolutely amazing. Too bad the design of this jacket is disgusting and absolutely hideous. As you can see, more Satan apparel. This is clearly when he was sponsored by Goodman Air Conditioning and Heating. And he is definitely correct when he said, "We're hot." I really like that this shirt actually uses the proper punctuation, because that is definitely key to have proper grammar in any of your shirt design apparel. Okay, so I only got one thing. I got this dry fit workout shirt from my homie Lamont because he needs workout shirts, and this one is new with tags. I got it for like $3.50. And as you can see, she put it in this perfectly sized bag. So if I carry it around, it's gonna look like I just bought a 40 or something. All right, YouTube, I am at the thrift town on El Camino. I almost forgot to turn my car off, but I did not. Anyways, as you can see, we are at the thrift town on El Camino. Like I said, this is the hood ass thrift town where I always find the deals, and hopefully I find some heat today. Why do they feel the need to put the brand on this 3 times? So
hey,
this
man.
is
Duck Bay, man. Go fucking...
interrupted me.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Don't interrupt me
I
again.
thought you were talking to me.
Well, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. This is made by H&M, not H&M. There is a difference, I promise. This is definitely 3 times more high fashion than H&M. In the words of the great philosophical OG Mako, I just found a really dope green rain shell from Helly Hansen. This thing is super dope. If you guys are not familiar with Helly Hansen, they make some really quality gear. The only problem with this piece is that this has actually been bombarded with cum stains. As you guys see, there's cum stains all over the front. Then if you go over to the sleeve, you just have more and more of these stains. But sadly, I'm gonna have to pass because of that, and I don't wanna have to worry about cleaning it. This brand's name is Dumbass. I just found some Timberland Fuego. I can't find anything wrong with it. For some reason, they priced this jacket at $6, and I don't know why, because Timberland is usually a brand that they tax on, but this seems to be in perfect condition. The zipper's actually there. The only thing that I can notice is that there is some ripped interior right here, as you can see. If Michael Jackson was still alive, he would definitely love this jacket, and this would have been something that he would wear in the Thriller music video. R.I.P. Michael, and I am sorry to all the little boys that were assaulted by you. This brand's name is Clothing, so if they ever sell their clothing on a website, then you would go to look for Clothing. They really need to think of a more clever name. Look at this really dope jacket with this really cool chest embroidery. It has these 2 eagles flying in synchronization as if they were the Michael Phelps of the sky. But what's really dope about this jacket is when you get to the back, the upper back to be specific. As you can see, you have this really flame embroidery right here with now 3 eagles, not 2, but 3 flying together. He seems to be the leader of the pack and really just leading them into a wartime environment. But this thing is definitely flame. Oh shit. My friend just pointed out that in the background, if you look very closely, you can see a 4th. He is being left behind, so maybe he's injured, but hopefully he is okay and ready to fight the battle against whatever enemy bird they're going to go assault. And I just realized that this masterpiece is actually also reversible. So if you go inside, you have 2 more birds. So basically, if you wear this thing, you are flyer than a feather in any type of weather. Once again, shout out to the bro Paul Kansu for the phrase, but this jacket is just extra fly because you have an entire flock of eagles just surrounding this entire masterpiece. Uh-oh guys, dead stock Marlboro gear. Nothing better than that cigarette flame. This thing is actually pretty flame. I'm gonna have to send a picture of these to my friend Blake to see if he would like them. And then over here we have a piece for the homie Grant, which is kind of funny because this piece would be for Blake and this piece would be for Grant. If you guys don't know who those 2 individuals are, they comprise Lucky Boys. But anyway, really dope racing jacket right here. This thing is fucking flame with all this embroidery. And then if you go over to the sleeve, you see Performance Elite. This is $10, which is a little taxed for some brand that I'm not quite aware of and nice, but I will have to cop because this thing is absolutely flame as fuck. So I really would enjoy this flame because as you can see, that back print is fucking sick. However, I'm gonna have to pass because I refuse to pay $12.99 for this ridiculous dope jacket, but I'm just really sad that I have to say no. Some people might call me cheap. However, I'm telling you guys, you can always hold out and find the right heat. Sometimes you just have to say no and have some self-control. I am so sad that they realized how dope this piece was because they are charging $49.99, but this is a really dope Harley Davidson vest. Look at that Harley Davidson embroidery on the left breast. And then when you get to the back, perfect Harley Davidson embroidery. This thing is absolutely fucking flame. Look at this Las Vegas flame. Then we got Francis over here. Come on, show him how it's done. Show him how it's done, Francis. As you can see, he has the shake weight. Look at them. Look at it working out those biceps, those bicycle steps. And that thing just exploded all over his face. Anyways, back to this Las Vegas flame. You have all of these gambling games embroidered all around the hat. You got slot machines, chips, dice, cards, roulette table, everything. This thing is really dope. The one thing that has a little ding against it is the fact that it says Round Table Pizza Conference, and I really do not want to get mistaken as a Las Vegas pizza delivery boy. But whoever went to the Las Vegas Round Table Pizza Conference definitely came prepared, because it looks like they donated these two pieces together, and this piece right here is another gambling promotion flame. We have some LRG flame right here. As you can see on the breast, you have the Sahara lands embroidered right here. You got the little giraffe ready to eat from the LRG tree, and then you have the sun rising up above the lands, and then on the back you have the exact same design, once again all embroidered. This thing is absolutely flame. You got a scoop bottom. Once again, you got the little giraffe ready to eat from the LRG tree, and then up here you have these black on black minimalistic birds flying into the heavens above. Very hidden, very minimalistic, very simplistic, and very dope and loud at the exact same time. Look at this flame button up. This thing is absolutely fire. As you can see, it is straight banging, but this gang is not banging any set or anything like that. What they are banging is pure neutrality. Not repping any colors, just gray and white. Very simple, but really dope paisley print all over this masterpiece. I really like the attention to detail on this random button. All these other buttons are just black, but this button has this little triangle with a question mark. It is made by Guess, and I'm sad to say that they are aware of Guess, because they are taxing $15.99 for this really dope masterpiece. And once again, we have more Satan apparel. Lucifer really got rid of his entire wardrobe. I'm guessing he decided to switch up the whole flame aesthetic and start going with ice.
Like that?
Look at these crazy colored Asics right here. You got the rainbow laces with these like holographic accents throughout the entire shoe, as if it was like a first edition kick. Damn, Dorothy got rid of her entire shoe collection. We got that Buzz Lightyear bucket hat though. What's up YouTube? Welcome to yet another thrift recap, and in this trip to the thrift I actually only copped two things, which I'm gonna get into why I have been copping less items in a moment. Before I get into the thrift recap segment though, I do want to talk about a brand. Recently I just did a video on where to get really dope essential scoop tees, and I just had some really dope scoop tees sent to me from Daniel Zardarian, and they make some amazing product. I'm talking, this dude is fucking sick. I would get into the whole fit, but I'm actually going to do a video for this brand with a lookbook and everything, and I'm going to feature this t-shirt in an outfit of the day. So I'll get to the actual fit in future videos. However, I just wanted to briefly mention that this t-shirt is fucking sick. Yes, it fits amazing. That's all you really need to know. I'll get into all the details when I do it, but as you can see, it's scooped. It's fucking dope. It's got a really dope belly screen print that says the Supreme Boys. And overall, it's just a really, really dope brand. So definitely check it out. I'm gonna leave a link along with all of my social media sites in the description below. So go check out the brand, and while you are down there, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, both of which are at the Starr Life. Also, if you have a Twitter, you can follow me on that as well, which is also at the Starr Life. Anyways, the reason that I've been copying less items in my trips to the thrift is because I've been trying to be a little bit more critical about what I pick up. I've really been trying to tell people to be patient, because honestly, if you are patient, most of the time you can cop those same items for cheaper later on in the future. There are items like the first one that I'm going to show you guys in this thrift recap that you just need to pick up because you will not see them ever. But as for the second pickup, it's the perfect example of an item that if you are patient and you like it, you will get it at a much better price if you just wait. So getting into the first item, we have this really dope San Francisco 49ers baseball / 3/4 sleeve style, whatever you want to call it, style t-shirt. And this thing is fucking sick. As you can see, it says San Francisco across the top. It has the San Francisco 49ers logo right here. It has a little football, it says established 1946, and then it says 49ers across the bottom with these red stripes. On one sleeve it has all the championships that they have won, and then on the other sleeve it has the two stadiums that they have played at throughout their existence. Now when you get to the back, you realize exactly how old this thing is. I don't think it was actually from 1953, but it's definitely old as fuck, and I'll get into that in a moment. But it says San Francisco 49ers across the top. It's got the SF once again right there, and then it says 1953. And then if you look right here, it's got a picture of the team, which is the 1953 lineup or whatever. And this is so old, it's like before or right when they started letting black people play in the NFL. There's like 2 black people on the team, and I'm not even sure if they are black or if they are like white people that were just black and white for some odd reason. I'm pretty sure they were black. It looks like it from the picture. However, the picture is super low res, obviously, because it's old as fuck. But yeah, there's 2 people that are black and white, and then everyone else on the team, I can't confirm with my visual inspection that they are 100% Caucasian. But yeah, it's a really, really dope tee. I love this t-shirt. I think it's super fucking sick to have this old style tee. I don't really know what brand this is. I'm pretty sure it's like Post Pro Player. Long gone. I'm not quite sure if any of you guys have heard of that. But it's a fucking sick t-shirt and it fits perfectly. Now I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep it just because I'm not really a big sports fan and I'm from Washington. So if I ever wore this thing in Washington, I'm sure I'd get a lot of shit for no apparent reason. Even though I don't really care because this thing is obviously fucking fuego. But I had to pick this up. It was $2.99. I may resell it. I'm not quite sure. If you guys want to make any offers, definitely hit me up on Kick, which is at the Starr Life. I don't know why I still say at, because technically it's just the username is the Starr Life, but whatever, you guys know what I mean. Now getting into the next piece, we have this really dope button up, and I forgot what type of neck this is or what this neck is called, but as you can see, the collar doesn't have like a fold down collar. The homies from Safari Future actually told me about these like forever ago, and they told me what they were called, but I actually forgot. One of my homies was actually clowning on me because he said it was like in the McDonald's blue colorway, but I think this thing is sick as fuck. Now I've seen these before at the thrifts, but I've never caught them because they're always a little bit more than I want to spend, like $5 or $6. And usually if they are that low, they usually have something wrong with it, or it's not really like a brand that I fuck with or that like makes good quality product. However, like I mentioned earlier, patience is key. I've been waiting to cop one like this from the thrifts, and I did wait, and I got this for $1.50. It was marked at $2.99, which is still a really good deal, and I still would have paid that. But if I remember correctly, I actually got this for half off, so $1.50 is a super good deal. This thing is super soft. It feels like microfiber almost. And if I really want to, I'm sure I could just wear this and then walk behind the McDonald's counter and just start stealing shit. Anyways, this thing was definitely a dope find. I am super stoked on this. Like I said, it was $1.50, so I actually spent $4.50 in this trip to the thrift segment, and I copped 2 really dope pieces. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, definitely let me know by leaving a comment in the comment section below on which piece was your favorite. Also, while you're down there, definitely hit that thumbs up, that like button. It really does help me out. And like I mentioned, definitely go to danielzardarian.com and cop one of these. These things are fucking sick. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description below, along with a link to all of my social media, so definitely go follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, which are both at the Starr Life. And if you guys have a Twitter, follow me on that as well, which is also, you guessed it, at the Starr Life. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, keep living the Starr Life.
But new roads bring new scars. We duck it, dodging out a hoopla. Push it to the limit, going too far. That's what it takes to live the Starr Life with 2 R's. Now they telling me